July the 9th. Got a cold front here this morning. It's only 75 degrees. We're back trying to slip into Trevor's feed pen over here. And he's got a pretty good size hog coming in, pretty consistent. So we're going to slide in here and see if we can get on this pig and get one down. See what happens. Drop back and shoot this thing right behind the tree. Almost there. Got a 20 down. Got a 20. So we slipped in the first spot. As we're walking in, there's a pecan tree to our right. We're going to try to get over to that pecan tree, kind of use it as a blocker to keep us hid. Just as we get to the tree, I looked to my left and I seen a briar shaking. I told Trev, I said, something just left right there. And we're looking back over there. The pig had went around a hump. Evidently he was bedded down there and we didn't see him. Come around the hump, he looked at us, he went, come back all the way around the feeder. Had him at 40 yards and was getting an arrow on, getting ready to draw. Then a doe comes into the left and it's like he come around there to run her out of the feeder. In the meantime, he's walking up the trail and I figure he's going to go back into the feed pen. I get around like this and I thought, well, I've got one shot here. If he does come up, you know, I can take a shot. Started to draw and I hit a daggum limb above me, so I stopped because he was still coming in. Anyway, long story short, he runs a doe off and he doesn't turn and go to the feeder. He comes out and just comes right to my immediate left, maybe 10 yards, 12. Anyway, I'm stuck right there. I should have already been drawn, so just didn't quite work out. So he takes off. We left there. We come down to this other spot. We start slipping in. We're about 60 yards out. We can see a pig at the feeder. As we started to try to slide in, we bumped 3-4 deer that were, I guess they were headed into this feeder. It sounded like a herd of cows running off. Well, must have spooked that hog because he turned shortly after that and hit the brush and was gone. And that's kind of where we're at this morning. Just came up a little bit short.
So, as y'all can see, we just busted out that hog up there. He got in on us. Dad wasn't able to get drawn back and just didn't work out. I'm up to bat this time. We're gonna sneak in on this feeder here. There's usually pigs on it. The problem is there's probably gonna be deer too, so hopefully when we spook the deer out, the hogs stay, but as long as we can get within 60 yards, I'll be okay. I'm hoping we can get 50, 60 yards in and not spook anything, and I'll take a shot from out there. So let's go see what we can do. That wasn't a good shot. But he's got a 2-inch broadhead in him. Maybe we nicked that back artery in his back leg.
Okay.
He was quartered away hard. He knew we were in here. It's kind of right in front of his back quarter going up into him, so. He's a big freaking hog.
Yeah. That's a big hog.
Alright, so y'all can see the shot wasn't the greatest, but we've been after these suckers for 3 or 4 trips. I was taking whatever I could. I ranged that feeder at 35, and he busted when he knew we were here. He ran down, and I just guessed him to be about 40, and he was quartering away real hard. I hit him a little bit back, pretty far back, I'm pretty sure. But I was hoping I hit that artery, and pigs don't usually bleed a whole lot, and there's already spraying blood here, and I can see a really good line of blood. I'm gonna go ahead and get another arrow knocked, and hopefully, I mean, this is a really big hog. This is a good one. I swear I just saw something. But just gonna be ready. That's a good sign he's already bleeding, man. I mean,
there's blood right there too.
They don't bleed
right where it came out of the pen.
Oh, yep. He's got a 2-inch rage trap hand in him, so it's only been about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll just ease down here real slow. Hopefully we get at least a follow-up shot or find this sucker dead pretty soon, but we're gonna watch this blood trail here. I can see blood all the way up through there, so I'm hoping I nicked that artery in their back leg, and it's up into him, so it hit him pretty hard.
Yeah, but if we got that artery, he won't be far.
Yeah, let's just go see if we can find him. Do you see my lighted knock? I don't know if he's bedded down or if he's dead. I'm gonna put this bow and just be, I've got a follow-up shot if I need one. Come on.
Yeah, he's not dead.
You can hold that one. We'll give him a minute to hold that one. That was pretty intense right there.
Yeah.
That's a big hog. That's the biggest hog I've ever shot with my bow.
Yeah, about 10 yards.
The good news is my back arrow's still, he didn't break it. He ain't broke one yet. All right, so we had a successful hunt finally. We were able to put a spot and stalk on this hog. When we were coming across that trail that I mowed, which that has paid dividends because it is so much louder walking through that tall grass. We got in that and we were silent. And I was pretty sure I could hear a hog blowing, but I didn't know if it had already hightailed or if he had stayed put. And we went to crest over that hill and I could see his back at the feeder. And Dad was like, I think we can get around the other side. And we did because we had the right wind and we got around. And he kept looking up over the weeds right at us. And I mean, we're down crawling. And I know Dad was right behind me with the camera. So I was trying my best to hold off. And I got drawn back. And when I did, he spooked and ran about 5 or 10 yards. I don't know how far the shot was. It was between 40 and 45 yards, I think. And he had his butt sticking straight to me. I was aiming more to hit him in front of this quarter, but I mean, that long of a shot, I'm not real sure if he moved or if it was me. I'm sure it was me, but this arrow that hit him in the butt right here, it buried all the way to the silver. So he probably, I mean, my arrows are 31 inches or 30, little over 31 inches. So he had that much stuck up in him. And when we saw that blood, I knew hogs don't bleed that well. So with him bleeding like he was, I knew he was hurt. And he walked and was bedded down right up there. And the only reason I saw him is because that red nocturnal on the back was glowing. And I was able to get a fixed head broadhead in him, which those hit pretty hard. It went through his shoulder blade right here. I had to leave the broadhead in him, broke the shoulder blade and went in and was sticking into the heart lung area. He wore that 15 minutes or so, and then we decided to put another shot, and that third shot was at 10 yards, and my arrow went 8 inches into him, maybe.
Yeah.
And it's literally perfect. It probably at least got both of his lungs. There's no telling if it probably got his liver too, but I don't know. This is one freaking huge hog. This is the biggest boar I've shot with my bow. I've shot bigger with a rifle, but spotting and stalking them with a bow is a whole different animal. And on top of that, I don't know if y'all can see, but he's got a heck of a set of teeth on him. When we were sitting here beside him, waiting for him to die, he was sitting there popping his jaws, and his teeth are so sharp. But awesome hunt. I don't know if the camera does this pig justice. After we got off the camera, when Dad walked up on him and finally saw him, he's a lot bigger than he looks. His back is probably almost 18 to 20 inches wide across his back. But this is my first Oklahoma hog. Got him off that feeder, done running off my bucks, so maybe it'll free up some time and some food for them deer to get in there and eat. So we're gonna stay after that other one. Dad's up to bat next, and we'll see if we can get it done next time.